since the project was initiated, we've successfully processed all the sub-grantee applications that were submitted. And all the sub-grantees from the 6 African countries have got the grants. All those 6 African sub-grantees have been able to initiate activities, launch the projects in their countries. And the progress we've registered is reflected in the reports we are beginning to receive. For example, receipts from Egypt, reports from Egypt indicating not only the launch, but the kind of activities that they are rolling out, including their sports, intercultural activities. We have also received a report from Burundi. We've also received a report from Uganda Joint Christian Council. We've also received feedback from South Sudan, though short, because South Sudan was given the grant much, I think it was the last to get the grant. The first challenge, at least at the level of coordination, is the magnitude of the project. Magnitude in size and scope, but also the intensity in activities. I'll give you an example, that when we launched the programs, I didn't think we had conceptualized the intensity in terms of the interaction, the technical support that the sub-grantees will require. The mere process of preparing the documents so before they launch the activities showed us that there was so much more that we needed to do. We could not just walk into a sub-grantee and say, give us your proposal. We had to walk back and be able to walk through training and helping them prepare the documents, especially the technical documents. So the different assumptions we had about the capacities on the ground suddenly changed because we realized we needed to send a lot of support and work with them. And so in some of the delays caused was because we were doing that, trying to support the projects, the sub-grantees to prepare their project documents. Then the second one is we have also run into challenges we hadn't anticipated. One of them we had anticipated because in our earlier document we knew there was going to be an issue in some of the countries with regard to the EU relations with a country, for example, Burundi. Now, the relations between a country and the European Union begin to impinge on the activities. So we have had to have some negotiations in Burundi. We have made headway there. We are still at a deadlock in Zanzibar where the government stopped the project. So that's a challenge we hadn't anticipated would come with such gravity. And as you know, losing time also means not losing money, but the project timeline and the outcomes are going to be limited because if they start it later, they won't have ample time to delve into the depths of the project. Then
one is what you think the future holds for.
Okay. The future for CRiD is bigger than I think what we imagine. First of all, because the relevance as has been demonstrated here in Kenya. Because by the time you have an attack like that, and one of them is traced to Mombasa, where we have a project, the relevance is going to put pressure on CRiD to be able not only to upscale, but to address those issues in a timely manner. So there is a lot of relevance, there's a lot of opportunities, but also because the countries we have identified have indicated to us that there are other countries that will be interested in the same. So opportunities for us to upscale upwards and horizontally are very, very high. So we are looking at this as something we have just scratching on the surface, but it's going to spiral very fast, and we hope that by the time we finish the first 13 months, we are equipped with all the knowledge which is being generated. We are equipped with tools which are being generated. We are equipped with case studies and best practices that we can work with. And we also have had indications of partners who are interested in working with us. For example, the Africa Union has already indicated interest. There is a UN group. There is also a US-based group. So that already tells you the potential and opportunities that are there for CRiD.